Hello, everyone. This is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and let's talk about Lyft today because, according to an interesting article from Forbes, Lyft might actually beat Uber to profitability. No joke. Here's what the article says. For years, ride-sharing competitors Uber and Lyft have been battling for prominence around the world, and as the smoke and massive VC funding begin to settle, it seems the smaller company may have finally pulled ahead. CNBC reported yesterday that Lyft could be on track to reach profitability before its much larger competitor Uber, which has been pouring multi-millions or more into establishing its own global network of drivers and riders. According to the site, people familiar with the finances of both companies speculate that Uber's expansive spending and Lyft's recent triumphs could have the latter coming out on top without too long of a wait. In 2016, Lyft lost nearly $600 million on its expanding operations, which includes partnerships with a growing list of local ride-hail companies around the world, and hauled in $700 million in revenue, according to CNBC. As the site, the Information, I think that's how you pronounce it, points out, this represents a sizable improvement over the previous year, which saw Lyft's losses double in revenue. So, here's basically what this means for you and why you should care. People can tell me for years, Uber is valued at way more than Lyft. Lyft could never hope to catch up. And you know what? In terms of value, yes, right now Lyft is definitely struggling. Uber is valued more, Lyft is not. That's just the way of the world. It's how it works. Here's the thing though. I mean, a 600 million loss last year definitely sounds bad. You know what's worse though? $3.8 billion in loss. And yes, Uber can cover it because they are very good at raising money. But here's the thing. If Lyft actually beats Uber to profitability, that could be a big problem for Uber. And here's the thing. I want to stress, I think there's room for both companies. But here's the thing. Uber has been aggressively expanding. They've been aggressively trying to get drivers. They've been doing these bonuses. They have been paying out of pocket to keep drivers on the road after they insist on rate cuts that are clearly not helping anyone at the moment except the customer. And the customer, would probably pay $1 more a mile anyway. If Lyft has not been expanding and autonomous cars. Uber is spending millions, if not billions, trying to fund the autonomous cars to get rid of the drivers, which, means we're not endured to them by any means. But here's the thing. Lyft has not been expanding in that way. I mean, they announced that they're working on autonomous cars, but they made one announcement and then you didn't really hear about it. And I don't know how serious they are about it anymore. And they aren't expanding. They might finally start expanding this year to some other countries. Finally. But they've been taking it slow. And that's because at the end of the day, practical business will always win. If you can't make money doing this, you don't have a business. And while Lyft is still losing money, while Uber's losses have increased, Lyft's are decreasing to the point where maybe even as early as next year or later this year, Lyft could actually show profit. And here's the thing, if they show profit and they continue to be profitable, then it doesn't matter how much value Uber gets in inflation or on paper, there will be a key difference between both companies. Lyft will make money and Uber will not. And that means that when you have an IPO, you have a pretty strong chance of getting investors. It means you can have people like jumping ship from Uber and investing in Lyft. And here's the thing, once Lyft becomes profitable, then they can start taking some of those profits and investing in some of these other areas that Uber has started to expand in before they were profitable, and that could give Lyft a competitive advantage. So this is actually very good news because not only do I believe Uber needs to be knocked down a peg, but we need a little bit of a reality check because once the investors realize that you can make money doing this, then they will start expecting companies to make money doing this. And once they start expecting companies to start making money doing this, then that usually means rates will go up, we will get paid a little bit more. Maybe some of these dumb services or these dumb additions that clearly are a drain on the companies can get removed. This is why it's good to make money, and this is why startup mode can be so dangerous because bad ideas stick around a lot longer because no one's sure what's working, what's not working, because the company's losing money. So, if Lyft starts making money, I think it will be good for the whole industry. I truly believe that, and I wish them the best of luck. And again, if they start making money, then Uber can outgrow them as much as they want. At the end of the day, the investors do want a return on their investment and the money they spend. And if the Lyft can show that they can return money on an investment and Uber can't, doesn't matter if Lyft is valued at 1 billion and Uber is valued at 60 billion. People will go to Lyft. This is how small companies take over the competition. So, interesting thing to keep an eye out for. Full article is linked below, and I'd like to know your thoughts about it. And like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.